Morning.
Morning.
Every morning I read Backstage West.
Good morning. Okay, guys. Giles said Faith wants us to start early in the morning, so...
Weren't you taking him this morning?
You should take a long look at his ugly mug this morning.
早晨
Mortal.
Mortal.
Fit enough to face a mortal adversary.
I'm not going on a suicide mission with some mortal.
In accordance with what we think your dying wishes might well have been, we commit your final mortal remains.
So for the next 2 years, me and the souffle became mortal enemies.
Such mortal drugs I have.
生物不免一死的
Mortality.
Mortality.
As Professor Arnold always said, humankind is the only virus cursed to live with the horrifying knowledge of its host's fragile mortality.
I'm simply contemplating the nature of mortality.
If Sauron is defeated and Aragorn made king and all that you hope for comes true, you will still have to taste the bitterness of mortality.
Mortality as a human.
Yeah, I mean, right, but it's more...
So it's about, like, death and mortality, or...
必死的命运
Mortgage.
Mortgage.
All you mortgage raping shit should be in prison anyway.
I got a bank manager to shave a point off our mortgage by bending over to pick up a pencil.
Miss Dante here will not have to pay her mortgage for 1 year.
Then pay the mortgage next month while you're at it.
Then we find a mortgage broker.
抵押
Mosquito.
Mosquito.
I got fucking mosquito bites all over my ass.
They're way cuter than the little mosquito bites he was working with last summer.
This godforsaken mosquito ranch was a conscious choice.
Using sophisticated techniques, they extract the preserved blood from the mosquito and, bingo, dino DNA, with the mosquito inside, until Jurassic Park scientists came along.
蚊子
Moss.
Moss.
Madcap Moss helping Corbin to escape.
Can I get you to call Loretta for me? Tell her I'm going to Odessa to see Carla G. Moss.
Did you text him, Moss?
Madcap Moss cackling at ringside.
You think this boy Moss has got any notion of the sorts of sons of bitches that are hunting him?
苔藓使长满苔藓
Most.
Most.
最多大多数的最
Mostly.
Mostly.
He has reached peak annoyance, mostly with chewing.
They are mostly, excuse me, degenerate. They are mostly men.
Well, they haven't started the chemo yet, so mostly I'm just kind of blah.
You know, mostly I'm just annoyed that the whole thing happened in the first place.
大概
Mother.
Mother.
And your mother calling me all the time.
Did you find out what happened to the men responsible for your mother's murder?
First words out of my baby brother's mouth were, "Got milk, motherfucker?"
Holy shit, Mickey, your mother and your sisters are here.
I still miss you and Mother and think about you every day.
母亲产生
Motion.
Motion.
And scraping a dull blade of a rusty knife around your scalp with a saw-like motion.
Good for sweating and has full range of motion.
I don't need no stinking motion, man.
Okay, get ready to watch poetry in motion.
We're going to file a motion to delay.
移动打手势
Motivate.
Motivate.
But what interests me, given your profile, is what would motivate you to become the CIA's most effective agent?
Having you here is not just to motivate Tony Stark. People are always trying to motivate themselves.
Perhaps I can find new ways to motivate them.
You motivate me.
给予动机
Motivation.
Motivation.
I didn't realize your motivation was altruism.
I mean, the horror of any of these being mailed is so severe that it will serve as all the motivation I need to write.
A little motivation for my baby.
That said, money has never been a motivation.
That's my only real motivation, is not to be hassled.
动机
Motivational.
Motivational.
Every once in a while, I do speaking engagements, motivational kind of stuff. But Gold Quest, we're talking major Tony Robbins shit.
Gave a fucking motivational speech and then bonked out.
Motivational type stuff? So we knew
that there would be this motivational dead zone for them in the middle there.
The night of the fire, I was at the prison giving a motivational speech on how parolees can turn their lives around.
激发性的
Motive.
Motive.
He said it'd be easy because there'd be no real motive to the thing.
But I'll tell you this, it's a hell of a motive for murder.
Even if that were the case, I mean, protecting a relationship is a motive. That's weak sauce.
So far, we don't have motive.
Well, that's a motive. Right there.
动机运动的
Motor.
Motor.
Her eyes were turgid with fear, but her brain was functioning on some basic motor survival level.
Leo Beebe, Senior Executive Vice President, Ford Motor Company.
Sounds like my motor being revved up, which makes twice today.
Stephen, your motor mouth disease, does it affect, what?
The Ford Motor Company.
马达的推动
Motorcycle.
Motorcycle.
A good on paper guy is a guy with great credentials who you always end up leaving for some hot guy who rides a motorcycle and doesn't have a checking account.
He brought me back from choir practice on his friend's motorcycle.
I say we steal that sick maniac's motorcycle, go fetch Agatha, take back Bowie with that ball, and head for the Maltese Riviera once and for all.
Now, please give a warm welcome to our motorcycle sanitation engineers.
Where did you get this motorcycle?
摩托车
Mold.
Mold.
Bob Mould from Husker Du.
No mates for you unless you're of milder, gentler mould.
Outlay on a new mould and so on. About £7 each.
Waste not thy heart upon this juiceless mold.
You mould my hopes, you fashion me within, and looking to the heaven that bends above you.
模子形成发霉
Mount.
Mount.
Comet the size of Mount Everest, hurtling its way towards planet Earth, is not a fucking good thing.
Private cabin on the shuttle, deluxe suite at the Hilton, plus all the major sites, Mount Pyramid, the Grand Canals, and of course, Venusville.
The ring was made in the fires of Mount Doom.
You follow the river until you get to Mount Ida.
Zach's away on a school trip, and I'm going to Mount Pleasant on business today.
乘骑用马乘马爬上
Mountain.
Mountain.
Dreamt that I was on the top of this beautiful mountain range in Asia.
And for you, is Senior Mountain Tonto returned from the wars or no?
Being held in a mountain fortress just north of there.
It's the tallest mountain in Canada.
Here, Bunny. We don't want to go back to...
山
Mountainous.
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 The country was most mountainous, and the mules was most contrary.
The terrain is mountainous.
The waves were mountainous.
Well, in the mountainous areas, the nighttime temperatures get down to well below 20 Celsius.
多山的
Mourn.
Mourn.
And despite the precariousness of her situation, Susan took a moment to mourn her loss.
But now is no time to mourn.
Mourn your losses.
To be unable to mourn your father for fear of your brother.
With no word from the Batman, even as they mourn Commissioner Lowe, these cops have to be wondering if the Joker will make good on his threat in the obituary column of the Gotham Times to kill the mayor.
哀悼
Mouse.
Mouse.
A mouse set a trap for you, and don't you have to bring a ring to Mordor?
We created the mouse and all the rest of it, and now?
I'm a mouse. It was supposed to be chocolate mousse, not chocolate mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
老鼠捕鼠探出
Mouth.
Mouth.
And shove them in my mouth.
I swear, if Eddie wasn't afraid of me shouting my mouth off, he would have put a cellulite clause in the prenup.
She was the one with my cock in her mouth in the Ferrari.
The minute you kids start following Frank's example is the minute I put a gun in my mouth.
嘴装腔作势说话说出
Move.
Move.
Against the other fighters to move the other fighters out. Fine, I'll call Zurich and move some money around.
On the grass out, I need to move to LA and get a job at a record label and start paying my dues.
Who asked a woman to move in with him after knowing her for such a short time?
You gotta move that thing out of the house.
移动
Movement.
Movement.
and movement and pleasure of the possibility of being able to breathe.
Destruction of the frontal lobe inhibits all personality, body movement, and intelligence.
Everything we've done at this house, the whole time, every micro movement on our faces, everything.
If you're their poster boy, the mainstreaming movement is in very deep trouble.
Got a little movement, huh?
运动
Movie.
Movie.
And I'm Pete Fairley, and we're the guys that made the movie you just watched.
Anyway, Mr. Cage, what is your favorite movie?
Oh, and before I forget, although it's not politically correct to throw rice, if you throw birdseed, you run the risk of your wedding ending like a Hitchcock movie.
So my friend tells me, I'll come over, we'll watch a movie, hang out. You went on a movie audition today.
电影
Much.
Much.
A lot of money for not much shirt.
Babe, as much as I love hearing your subliminal message voice, can we take this upstairs?
I doubt that very much.
I love those two children so much.
I'm so much happier with you than I ever was with him.
大量很多的多
Mud.
Mud.
And here's something for Mudbud.
I'm taking this over to the sink before we get any more mud on the carpet.
The mud gets slippery when it's wet, especially when it's cold.
You don't have to live in the mud.
泥弄脏
Muddle.
Muddle.
It's only another muddle of Freddy's.
Secrets always muddle things.
We all just muddle through as best we can.
We'll muddle through while they decide things back home.
Yes, you muddle the lime and then...
混合胡乱对付困惑
Mug.
Mug.
But he did give me that nice mug.
Oh. Have you seen my coffee mug?
What happened to your mud?
Imbecile, what's with your gun and mug?
油饼大杯给拍照拼命用功
Multinational.
Multinational.
Destabilize a multinational by manipulating stocks, but is
every multinational corporation everywhere.
Multinational team.
Somehow the logging rights went to a multinational corporation that cut down the forests.
The Pentagon, multinational corporations, the police.
多国的跨国公司
Multiple.
Multiple.
Either A, we make multiple babies with you, or B, we cut your dick off.
Multiple orgasms.
So you're saying multiple student loans?
They added bytes that let multiple users play on a single phone line.
You wrote, get your own imaginary friend, followed by a multiple choice question about Tom Selleck.
倍数多样的
Multiply.
Multiply.
Before your eyes, you'll see them multiply.
How does it feel to have our suspect list multiply exponentially?
We don't die, we multiply.
We take that speed, multiplied by the hours that you are on the train.
You move to an area and you multiply. And multiply until every natural resource is consumed.
繁殖
Mundane.
Mundane.
All this mundane, boring thing everybody has to do every day of their fucking life.
Articulate in his way that he has found, you know, the kind of beauty in the mundane.
Handle some of the more mundane jobs. Overseeing bureaucracy.
Always mess up some mundane detail. Oh!
It's mundane.
现实的
Municipal.
Municipal.
He sat in defiance of municipal orders.
I found the radio parts in a dumpster behind the municipal building.
Municipal beer halls and liquor stores have been burned down, and police have erected roadblocks at all township entrances.
Municipal workers, huh?
You know, Granite Mountain is the first municipal hotshot crew in this entire country.
Yeah. 市政的 Murder.
Murder.
And later I was going to murder you.
Cute. Well, you're trying one of the largest capital murder cases these parts have ever seen, and you work alone.
What about these possible murder charges?
Because you remember half an hour ago when he wanted to murder me?
谋杀，犯杀人罪 Murderer.
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 I may be a murderer. Murderess.
Instead, they sent a murderer.
Some psycho mass murderer killer?
We can enjoy ourselves even when we're trying to find a murderer.
凶手 Murky.
Murky.
No, that's murky territory.
Thanks, but a little too murky for me, huh?
They've been all up and down the Mars last few weeks, wanting to drain the murky swamp, build hotels.
Yes. Took up something murky and top secret when the war broke out.
You want me to violate his God-given civil rights in the name of some murky sense of the greater good?
有暗的
Murmur.
Murmur.
Can none of my citizens follow the example of their governor, who endures the utmost agony without a murmur?
People down here are starting to murmur that you don't have the balls to do it.
With a simple flick of the switch, I could shut out the greedy murmur of little men.
You hear a murmur?
You mean you only heard the voices, the murmur of voices?
低语低声说
Muscle.
Muscle.
I am so close to cutting holes in your pretty little muscle shirts.
I mean, I would have done better, you know, pulling out my Mr. Muscle and renting a Boris Kojo flick.
The result is gradual muscle decay.
Could really use some muscle.
You know, there is such thing called the muscle memory.
肌肉
Museum.
Museum.
Good luck at the museum. How come you asked Mr. and Mrs. Seinfeld to go to the museum with you?
It's the Guggenheim Museum. The museum thing a few weeks back with the balls.
Wow, this should be in a museum.
博物馆
Mushroom.
Mushroom.
Half pepperoni, half mushroom, extra crisp.
He reneged on my arcade rights, and I really need a mushroom to stay alive.
Hey, Diego, that owner chick loves a mushroom burger.
They made mushroom tea, if you prefer against the taste.
Well, I'm a mushroom cloud-laying motherfucker.
蘑菇形物迅速生长蘑菇型的
Music.
Music. All I'm saying is that classical music isn't for everyone.
It was so wonderful to see all that. And those chandeliers and the music.
So if she grew up in the barrio, she must not like classical music.
We don't need music to have fun. You know what else is essential when you're listening to music?
音乐
Musical.
Musical.
And musical theater kids.
I particularly enjoy the witty repartee between the musical coaches.
I'll get the musical director to give you a call.
Only that there's a musical trying out in town, and he thinks...
Willis said they have a lead on the whole musical extravaganza evil.
音乐片音乐的
Musician.
Musician.
You're a musician.
He's a musician. Used to have a group, Autobahn.
So when you met Mary, you were a musician.
The musician has racked up billions of streams, nominated for 4 awards tonight.
We do not speak of that musician.
音乐家
Must.
Must.
They must have some weird chickens. You can go all in at any point, but as I outlined, you must take off all your clothes to do so.
You must let me return it then.
Your beloved King Julian must simply make a small sacrifice to my good friends, the water gods, in the volcano.
必须
Mute.
Mute.
He's a mute, sir.
Now mute yours. Mute, never could talk, but he nods when he understands you.
When you say you're mute, are you entirely silent or do you squawk a little?
哑子哑的减弱的声音
Mutual.
Mutual.
You realize the incredible potential that could result from our taking a mutual dip.
Feelings mutual. No, but our mutual friends set this up, so I think that we owe it to them.
To what?
Philip's idea of mutual lovemaking was that we both worship his cock.
Well, I'm actually heading over to a mutual friend's house, so I'm asking for a little bit more time.
相互的
My.
My.
我的
Myself.
Myself.
我自己